With the anniversary of Sandy Hook just less than a week away, they're pushing this news story with the supposed conspiracy theorist Lucy Richard for threatening a parent. Basically a death threat. You're gonna die. Death is coming to you real soon. Now, what's taking place here, this is nothing more than a hoax within a hoax. It's very complex in the way they work. They want this out there. They want this divide to be out there. I find it interesting. You have Lenny Pozner. He's been in the media lately, specifically today, talking to Anderson Cooper. Let's just take a listen to what is said here. Completely ridiculous.
Or mass casualty event that has to be a hoax.
Talks about how every mass casualty, talking about conspiracy theorists, so-called conspiracy theorists, has to be a hoax. So, that tells you right there, he's paying attention to a lot of truth channels on YouTube that are calling out all the hoaxes. He's not specifically concerned only about Sandy Hook. So that's perfectly clear.
And then, if there is debunking evidence that comes out that shows that they made mistakes,
what debunking evidence? CNN never debunks anything. They just present their hoaxes and no debunking ever takes place.
Like researchers, like normal researchers, they won't correct their mistakes, and oftentimes they start to fabricate their evidence or fudge their evidence or Photoshop their evidence. So
Photoshop their evidence. How about this? With the Parker family. Made a video about this earlier today, pointing out one of the daughters. You can see, obviously, in this position on top of her supposed father, Robbie Parker, where are her legs? Is she legless? And you see the one daughter here, and you see the legs going to the side. But what about her? This leg is coming straight down. And what about here? Again, so this is how they work in the media. They just flip it around. When they're the ones pulling off the hoaxes, and they're the ones doing the Photoshop just like this. And the so-called conspiracy theorists, they don't start these conspiracy theories without proper reasoning. The media gives us all the reasons that we need. Just take a look. I'm sure many people have seen this with Robbie Parker during the press conference a day after supposedly losing his 6-year-old daughter. Just take a look, just for reference.
Like this, I remember at Virginia Tech when I went out there, parents, loved ones of slain young people wanted to remember their sons and their daughters, and as a result they spoke and made a statement. So we'll see if,
right here,
Robbie Parker,
starts to smile.
Come out to the microphones now and make a statement. Looks like the family is there, and they're getting ready to make to come to the microphone. So we'll listen in. Okay.
So who's starting the conspiracy? Why are there these conspiracy theorists? The media creates, and I believe, might sound bizarre to some, but at this angle, they wanted a perfect shot. I don't think this was by accident. They wanted this controversy. These are the people behind the scenes pulling the strings once again. They're playing with the masses. They're playing with the so-called conspiracy theorists all at once. And also, this is kind of controversial within the so-called conspiracy theorist movement, with David Wheeler, supposedly a father that lost a child at Sandy Hook, and making a comparison to a SWAT team member. To me, they are one and the same. Okay, to me, it's clear as day. Just doubling both positions, playing part of the SWAT team member and the grieving father. Let's continue a little bit more with Lenny Pozner with Anderson Cooper on CNN.
Contributing to the hoax by falsifying.
I find it interesting he says they're contributing to the hoax, when in actuality, of course, they're the ones perpetrating the hoax. They love to twist things.
By falsifying the information that they're propagating. So they're hoaxers by calling everything a hoax.
Again, he makes that reference by calling everything a hoax. So he's, again, fully aware of all the videos, calling out all the propaganda, psyops, all the hoaxes in the media.
And then everything that they do after the fact is sort of distributing false information to people.
I know other parents who have been harassed online, who have been harassed in person. This is not just happening to you and your family.
This happens to anyone really online. It's sort of like cyberbullying, but not, within the context of school kids. It's just in the context of anyone. And it's basically just hate. They're expressing, they're projecting.
Yes, hate of the liars, people perpetrating fraud, just like you are.
Hate onto people, and if someone is visible, if someone is a victim of of crime, it's easy to find people these days on the web, so it's easy to gain access to someone.
Well, Len Pozner, I'm so sorry for what you're going through and have been going through. Thank you for talking to us.
I'm going to stop the video right there. They go on, and basically Anderson Cooper promotes his website. Basically, Lenny Pozner wants to eradicate all the truth speakers on his website, basically sending messages to forums on YouTube, to Facebook, trying to eliminate all the truth speakers, exposing the hoaxes. And this is the end result of Sandy Hook. We never saw one single bullet hole in that school. We never saw a drop of blood. All we get is this, destroying basically the evidence. Old rundown school, all the money funneled in with all the GoFundMe pages, all the donations, all the money made. It's a double whammy. Psychological operation and a lot of money made.